Hello, you're listening to Reviewing History, your comedy history podcast. I'm filmmaker and teacher Brian Rupert, joined here by...
As always, Stephen Bagliaco.
And...
Anthony Galati, hi.
How
Who
we
the
doing,
fuck
guys?
is Anthony Galati?
That's me.
Also known as Aunt Gio, and the Perceivers Explode.
He just doesn't. He doesn't give it to him
Nope.
when he should.
We have a guest here,
I
though.
always leave him wanting more.
A very special guest.
Yes.
The game master, some would say, of
Did
Tell
you
'em
say
Steve
gay
Dave.
master?
Yeah, he's
That's
the
what Get 'em says. Yeah.
He's the master of gayness for Tell 'em Steve Dave.
He's gonna show
Also,
us.
the master of games. We got Tom Miloszewski here.
Hey.
Hello.
Are you
Hello,
happy
fellas.
that I was able to pronounce it correctly?
Velcome.
Well, I mean, technically you'd be incorrectly then if you go by that.
What is it?
Well, it is Miloszewski.
Okay.
But Walt and everyone else on Tom Steve Dave calls it Miloszewski. So
What's that about?
for 5 years.
Is that to be
Walt
insulting?
Walt just pronounces stuff wrong.
It's a very Polish name, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
It's a mess of letters. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
hard to...
There's like a Z and S
an
together.
N. It's
yeah.
like a silent N.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's okay.
But how we doing, guys? We haven't recorded in a bit.
Yeah, it's been,
been a little
quite
bit.
some time.
I mean, to us, yeah. To the audience, we
We haven't missed a beat.
haven't missed a beat. Yeah.
But I think Brian's gesturing something.
Yeah.
He's wearing some attire
Yeah.
that may be revealing.
It's silly. It's silly.
I'm the number one dad now, guys.
Brian thinks he's the number one.
You're
dad.
the daddy,
Yup.
so we can now
Congratulations,
call you
Congratulations.
Daddy B.
Yep. What do you guys think of daddy's skills?
I met your daughter this morning.
You did. What'd you think?
She's breathtaking.
You said I was breathtaking.
Yeah, Brian has a very adorable young daughter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Very happy.
You must be very proud of yourself.
Yeah, it's the proof I need that I am not
Straight,
a virgin.
yes.
Yeah, it's proof of my heterosexuality and my straightness for at
Are we
least
sure
20
it's
years.
proof of it? Did you take pictures of the consummation or?
He has a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get the DNA test.
Yeah, she is too cute for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll change.
Wow. That's rude.
Yeah, that was mean.
Yeah.
How's it been? How's been week one,
yeah.
week two, whatever?
So everything with this has been an adventure.
I'm sure.
The birth itself, we checked into the hospital Thursday night. The baby did not come until Saturday night.
Wow.
So
And you were in the hospital the whole time?
I was in the hospital the whole time, sitting on. First of all,
Your wife left, though.
she left. Yeah, she went out to grab a bite to eat.
Missing a game, right? Missing Devil's game?
I did not miss the game. I thankfully, or rather unthankfully, because the Devils got eliminated that night. The hospital had a TV where I could watch the Devils playoff game.
Okay.
And as I was pacing around the room, just like watching the game, and I'm like,
Jonesing.
yeah, I was like, come on, motherfucker. Like it went to overtime.
By motherfucker, you meant your wife, and you were waiting. for her.
Yeah, I was screaming at the baby, come on, motherfucker. But the process was insane. Like they had to put my wife on all these things to induce labor and like get the baby out.
Sure.
And have you guys witnessed the miracle of birth? And you're a father, right?
Yes, I did not witness the miracle of birth. Both of my children were C-section. I was in the room for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you witness like the cut and like all that?
No, they don't bring you in for the cut. They bring you in right when your wife's organs are all over the table. That's
Okay.
what they bring you in for.
And what do you say? Good luck, champ?
Yeah. No, they tell you, they're
got
like,
this.
here's a stool, sit in the stool. And I'm like, I'm fine. And they're like, no. Did you eat? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, because a lot of people just pass out. And I was fine for both of them. But they said, well, I mean, watching your loved one sitting on a table, like, exposed like Dexter is not something
right.
most people are prepared for.
I dream about it.
Oh boy.
No. So
Child has a bright future.
So we're there and we're waiting. The room is like 90 degrees. I'm on this hot leather chair. It's the only spot to sit. My skin keeps sticking to it every time I
love
move.
how you're complaining. Any woman,
Yeah.
any woman that hears
Is
this
listening.
was
Is just
is just like, you
uncomfortable.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you
I had
ass.
to miss my playoff game watching
You didn't
on
miss
bad
it.
TV.
It's about me.
I know. It wasn't the right setting, though. That's why they lost. And the
Too hot in
room
the
was
room.
so hot and uncomfortable. But my
How
wife...
dare they?
I know.
Weird. Our rooms were always freezing cold, like in the 60s.
I think...
The room
Is that
was
how old
cold.
you are? In the 60s?
Yeah.
The room was cold. Brian
When
just
his
thinks it
childhood
was
brain
90.
is smoking a
because
cigar.
Anything like at 65, he thinks it's 90 degrees.
Gotcha. Okay.
The room was probably
We
freezing.
used to call his car the Icy Realm.
Yeah.
And he was still sweating. Like, it made no sense.
I'm sweating now. But we're in the room. It's all hot and stuff. And my wife is refusing the second medicine she needs. So first she needed this thing called Cervidil, which...
Hey, it's like my mother used to make. So
Yeah.
we make it on a Sunday. We put it with some peppers, some onions. Delicious.
So Cervidil softens the cervix so the baby could punch through.
Oh,
And then...
Falcon Punch.
Yeah.
Oh, I like his answer better.
Yeah. And then the next thing that the baby needs to get out is this drug to induce labor because my wife was having the baby a week early.
Pitocin?
Pitocin, yeah. So they had her on Pitocin, but my wife was refusing to take it for like 12 hours.
you put toes in, you put toes out. You shake it all about.
And you pull the baby out. So they have her on this thing, and she eventually the doctor comes in. He's like, "I don't want to deliver your baby Sunday. Take the Pitocin now. Get it
He
going."
yelled at her.
He
Yeah.
had shit to do.
So she got the epidural, she got the Pitocin. We waited around all day Saturday. Just she was laying there. Once you get the epidural, you can't walk. It's like connected to your spine. Like she said, she was numb from the waist down. So we wait all day. It's like 9:30 at night. The doctor's like, "Yup, I'm getting this baby out." He goes in. You got to be, I think, 10 cm for a natural birth, 10 centimeters. And he's looking. He's like, "She's a 6. I'm going in." And I watch him go in, and he's like opening my wife, and I feel so cucked. I'm standing there as this man is in my wife, and like he makes like jokes sometimes, and it's uncomfortable.
Hello!
Yeah. And I'm just watching.
The nurse
it,
comes
I'm
over.
like-
Wasn't this supposed to be a C-section?
and he goes in.
This dead canaries.
Yeah.
Hello, Birdie.
My pet gerbil that went missing months ago. Find him. And my wife starts pushing, and I see the baby's head, and the baby comes out covered in blood, and it's all gross.
Then you went back to the Devils game.
Unthankfully, that they were eliminated. They would, if they won on Thursday, they would have had a game
You were
going
missing
on
your child's birth.
at the
Yeah.
moment of my child's birth. Now that would have been some pressure on me, right?
Yeah.
Like a Sophie's choice, right?
Yeah, I would have been like. But so the baby comes out, I take a picture, and I have to be honest, this whole time that I'm getting ready to have a baby, I didn't not feel any sort of connection to the unborn baby. And
Well, you're not getting ready to have a baby. Your wife is getting ready to have a baby. You're
You're just
there.
getting ready to watch a Jersey Devils game.
yeah, I was unsure if I would have any emotions towards the baby.
That's odd.
Yeah, that's a weird.
I do. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You
I
don't-
guess dads know.
Yeah.
I was, and one of our other friends told me this too, and I was worried I was not going to love my child.
And you were right.
Yeah,
That's why he's here right now.
Yeah.
It did not hit me for a while. Like we were in the hospital for a couple days before we got out, and it didn't hit me until I was home later, and I was like changing her, and I was playing some music for her, and just kind of like being there with her. Then it finally hit me, and I got emotional.
Did you cry?
Yeah, I cried.
Is that when you ordered the hat and shirt?
My wife,
He waited. He wanted to make sure he felt that
Make
way.
sure,
first.
yeah.
she got
Might not
this.
be number one.
She got this for me in the hospital, like to wear out.
Okay.
World's greatest dad.
Right, number one.
Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum. If
Well, that's
people,
great, Brian.
so for our audio listeners, those that can't hear us, or those that can't see us, I am wearing a Morty Seinfeld shirt from Seinfeld,
yes.
and it says "Number One Dad."
It would be Seinfeld, wouldn't it?
Yeah, did you know that, Steve?
Why would I know that? Why would I know that?
Did you know it, Tom?
I did. We had
Okay.
frequent discussions about our Seinfeld.
There's another
He only likes seasons 4 on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That's
1, 2,
really-
3. I hate. Yeah. He's like, no, go back
You're
and
a
watch 'em."
weirdo.
I am.
I
Yeah.
understand not liking season 1, and
don't-
season
I-
2 is spotty.
It's all good. I
Yeah.
mean, actively dislike it.
Yeah.
Season
if it's
3
on, I'm
has
I'll
like
skip it.
incredible shit though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know when certain things are.
Season
in
3 has Bookman.
That's my favorite episode.
Yeah, that's my second favorite, and the JFK episode.
Overrated.
That episode's great.
It's a good one. It's overrated.
But
You don't say.
But yeah, I'd like to get to know Tom. I don't know you, Tom.
I have a lot of weird
In the
eccentricities,
biblical sense.
You make games, as I understand.
I do. Yes.
How does that work?
Well, for about the last 4 or 5 years, I've worked for Tom, Steve, Dave since the Patreon's been around. And
how did that come about? Did you email Walt and reach out?
yes, right before Patreon started in March of the same year, I had a baby July of the year before, and I was like super fat, and I wanted to lose weight, so I started.
Tell me
walking.
more.
So I wanted to lose weight, and I started walking. And I don't really care for music. That's another weird thing. I don't really care for music.
Really?
At all.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
You're
I got a lot of weird.
You're a
things.
character.
Yeah,
He hears music. He's like, turn that
it's not
shit
for
off.
me. Yeah, most of the time, yeah, it's exactly my answer.
Did I ever ask the "Who Let the Dogs Out" question on the show before?
No, you haven't.
Shall you want to
Ask him.
Yeah. Okay. So this, as a guy who doesn't like music, this might be easier for you. So I have this this question I ask people. For 3 years, you get $3 million, right? You get $3 million, and for 3 entire years, all music you hear, whether that's you turn on a radio, you hear it in a movie, if you have a child, if your child is singing a song, what comes out of their mouth, your brain processes it as "Who Let the Dogs Out" by the Baha Men. So you just hear "Who Let the Dogs Out" all the time.
Done. I'll take it.
You could do it.
Absolutely.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a
There's no
problem.
way. You'd go insane.
Yeah.
Like
well,
movie
here's the
themes
thing.
are going to be.
I have small
Dogs
children
Out.
already, and I pretty much hear the exact same song over and over and over and over and over again. So to me, that "Who Let the Dogs Out"
You got
probably
no
be
problem.
A welcome change. Yeah. Yeah. Then the Mickey's Funhouse Clubhouse thing. If after the 10,000th time you've heard Stretch Break, you're like, it doesn't matter anymore. It just blurs.
How
into
does
my brain.
stretch break go?
Oh, you know what? I don't even know anymore. It's like stretch break, do some funny moves. Is this really what I'm here for to sing? Mickey's Funhouse? Is this-
All right, so you were
Sing the
overweight.
So I started listening to Tom, Steve, Dave, and I was like, I really like what Walt does with some of these games. So St. Patrick's Day was coming up, and I sent him a whole episode worth of games. But right when
Just
they were,
took it upon yourself.
yes, just send him a whole episode
Here's some
worth of like
ideas.
5 different like game ideas, and he's like, I like.
And these
them,
are
we're gonna
games
do
that they
them.
can just do in the studio as they record.
Oh, absolutely. Most of them, at the time, there was no video. So everything had to be audio. Over the years, almost every Sunday Jeff show we do, which is the one I work on primarily, is video, so we can do a little bit more, but almost all of them are just audio based.
I see.
So right at that time, Kevin Smith actually had a heart attack, so they skipped the episode.
He had a heart attack?
Yeah, you never heard that before, I know. They skipped the episode where they
Got
were going
mental
to do
health
it.
issues.
They skipped that episode. But Walt's like, oh, I really like the ideas. Do you have any more for this? Or we're going to do dyslexia. Can you write me some dyslexias? I don't know if you guys know what dyslexia is, but we will be
Steve,
I know. I'm
today.
familiar with the fact that people can't read properly.
Oh, well, then you're in for a treat when we play the
Yeah,
game.
we're gonna play the
version of it.
game.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. We're gonna play games today, guys.
Yes.
And that's pretty much how I got started. A couple months later, the Patreon started because Comic Book Men got canceled. And from then, I did the first 4 or 5 episodes just through email with Walt. And then when the Hanukkah episode for the year came out, I was invited in. And pretty much from that point on, I was part of the
You're
Sunday Jeff show.
part of the team.
And then I got my own D&D show that started this year.
I've heard of that.
TESD and D.
Yes.
That seems like fun.
It is.
Are you the dungeon master?
Yes.
You'd have to be, right?
And it's very interesting because up until
You had never played D&D.
I had
right?
never played it. Walt just said, "Hey, I want you to learn how to play D&D. I want to play it." That is primarily how our conversations go. Walt's like, "I want to do this, make it happen." And I make it happen. He'll
There
be
you
like,
go.
"I want to do an episode about, drugs." And, that's one of the ones we did, or like sexual things, or the 80s, or whatever it is. And that's how he gives me a topic, I make games or subjects or anything or discussion.
He's the head writer of TESD. Town.
Yeah, it's a
That's
weird.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fell into it.
And I asked him to use some of his talents for us today.
I'm excited.
So he brought 2 games.
Yes.
Are we going to play them right now?
So I do have some emails, but why don't we open the show off with a nice round of dyslexia?
All right, how does this work?
All right. So dyslexia was created.
Why don't you give them an example one?
Okay. All right.
All right.
So an example in general would be you're trying to think of the opposite of 2 words.
The opposite of 2 words.
Yes. Now you have to think, as Walt Flanagan puts it, unilaterally. So you have to think outside of the box. Don't think just straightforward. Some of these.
What's the opposite?
What would be in? Okay,
All right,
go ahead, Brian.
what is the opposite of a car?
The opposite of a truck?
No, it's a
boat.
horse.
It's a horse?
Why is it a horse?
That's
'Cause
just
it is.
the rules.
Yeah.
That's not. What-
Now you're getting
So a
it.
car is it has moving parts and it's not alive.
A boat goes on water.
And it goes. It has wheels, and a horse has none of those things.
But it goes on land.
Yes, it does.
It accomplishes the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is part of the charm of dyslexia.
So
Anything you think
yeah.
you know about
Throw it out
the
the
world
window.
is wrong.
Throw it out. Now I took it easy on you guys. I didn't go crazy like how Walt and I have done in the past with some people. So a good example would be what is a cold cat? If I said cold cat,
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
hot dog. There you go. That's dyslexia.
But it would be cat cold, right?
No,
Is it
no.
reversed?
We've eliminated that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that used to be the hard
That used
way.
to be the one, yeah.
Yes. Originally, when they played it, they used to switch the words, and they used to also
meaning,
say
yeah.
it backwards too.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Oh, get him.
Get him can do it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So
Is he
we're gonna
fucking
play
Mozart?
dyslexia.
Yeah. Let's start with some
He's got a
dyslexia.
high
All right.
IQ if you
All
didn't know
right.
this.
Okay. So we're gonna do presidential dyslexia.
Presidential
So
dyslexia.
all of the answers
Oh, no.
will be presidents' last names.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a very easy one to start off with.
Okay.
Empty less. Empty less.
Fulmore?
What is it?
Fillmore.
Fillmore. There you go.
Ah, I get it.
All right.
Oh, I wasn't far off. I said Fulmore. I was Fulmore.
Okay.
All right. So sometimes it'll kind
I
of
thought he was going
sound
to say
like it.
polio.
All right. Just stick to one
Okay.
person at a time. Like there's no group answers.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we'll
okay.
give that to Steve. So
Hey,
this one
you
is just
bitch.
Ant.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right.
I go first?
Steve
I
got
just
that
went.
one.
I
So
just went. So we'll go to you.
Dirtying ounce. Dirtying ounce.
come on.
Should be easy.
You don't know
Now,
this.
if you don't know it, are we giving him a chance to steal?
If he gives
Oh,
up,
he has to go.
Oh, okay. Oh, all three. Okay.
Dirtying
I only got
ounce.
10.
Okay.
Cleaning pound? I don't know. Brian,
Do you
go.
know-
You,
President
dude, you don't.
No.
It's a president. How can you not get this?
I don't know.
Dirtying ounce.
I don't know.
I
what
know
is.
it.
What is it, Brian?
What is it, Steve?
Clinton.
No.
No.
No?
Wait,
Let me-
dirtying
Clean ton.
Dirtying Clinton.
Clean ton.
Clean ton.
No.
He's right.
No.
That's clean ton.
Washington.
Washington.
Oh, Washington. Oh, I was
Dirtying
not too far.
Washington. Come
on, guys.
Come
I
on.
was thinking too hard about
Yeah.
it.
You gotta
me
think.
too.
You gotta think unilaterally.
Yes.
I don't think you're using it.
We are.
Yes, I am.
You're not thinking of the word right.
Yeah.
I wasn't far off. Clean ton, wash. It's the same
Washing.
thing.
Except it's not.
It's not. Except it's not. You're right.
like a damn fool. I guess it's Brian's turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Brian would get it. He got the point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's your turn now, though.
Yeah.
You stole
mine.
mine.
It's
man.
kind of unfair. I think he should just hop in afterwards if you guys can't get
Yeah,
it.
I'll just ridicule you guys.
He's listened to enough. So
See
yeah.
the list?
No,
do you
you
not
cannot.
know this?
No.
I can't see
You
it.
cannot see my list. I make
Steve
sure.
knows. Steve
I'm used to get him cheating for years, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at hiding them.
That's why the board, if you
Oh,
look,
not this one. No,
Oh,
this
there's
one
a
says
different
Sunday
one.
Jeff. Yeah, I couldn't find the get him cheats board. that I used.
Get him has a number 2 like eye patch so you can see. through
Yeah,
his shit.
he tries to cheat all the time. All right, happy you daughter. Happy you daughter. Oh,
there we go.
oh, he's got me on my board. Thank you. Stop trying to get him.
Happy you daughter.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on.
You know it?
Son?
Happy you daughter. Happy you daughter.
So what's the opposite of a daughter?
Try thinking more unilaterally.
Son.
Son. Okay.
I know son. Happy you me Meeson. But happy? Sad Meeson? Like, what the fuck? What is sad?
I can't think of a single president that ends in son.
Jackson? That's not
even the answer.
That's not the
So,
answer.
yeah,
I'm
there are-
saying.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Bro, we are bad. Happy you daughter.
Happy you daughter.
It's definitely MESON. It ends in MESON.
Does it?
Is it
I don't know.
President me son?
I don't know.
Nixon?
No.
Johnson?
Jefferson?
Rob, you wanna jump in?
I don't
You the
know.
answer?
What's the answer, Tom?
The answer is Madison. Mad is the opposite of happy. The opposite of you, daughter, son. Madison.
The opposite of you is I?
Yes.
Kept thinking angry.
Yeah.
You were close. You weren't unilaterally
you.
enough.
That's the we're
Does
opposite.
anyone ever get these on the show?
I wasn't far off again.
Only the really
depends.
smart people.
I got so let me tell you, the first Christmas I made them because I always hear Brian and Q yelling and screaming at Walt, and I was like, well, I don't want them screaming at me, so I made them much easier, and they got them all. But then I heard it from all of the fans how angry they were that they were able to get them all.
Yeah,
so.
you want to get angry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the fun of it.
Yes. All right. Are we
That
ready
was
for-
that was a good one.
All right.
All right. I'm ready. I'm ready to go again.
So whose clue is it?
It's mine now.
Yes.
Okay.
Tear honest. Tear honest.
Deceitful, lie.
What's the opposite of
Talk it out loud. It's a
Yeah, think
podcast.
about it.
Tear. What the hell is the opposite of a tear? Not tear. Not torn. Solid.
Come on.
Rip. Torn. It's rip torn, isn't it?
Yeah, President Rip Torn, yeah.
An intergalactic kegger.
Well, say it again. Tear.
Tear honest.
Tear honest. And the opposite of honest would be dishonest or liar.
And what's something that dishonest people do?
They lie.
Okay, what's like
They're deceitful.
Well, why did they lie? Because they're trying to.
Yeah, they're trying to do what?
They're trying to get
Don't
one
blank
over.
me, Biff.
Don't
Fuck,
con
why are
me.
you helping
Con.
him? Why are you helping him?
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Yes.
How did you know?
Come on.
He's to listen to a lot of times.
Did you read the? Are you
No.
reading the answers?
No.
You knew
I
that?
have them.
Yes. Dude, I'm part of TESD. Come
Yeah.
on. I
He's
think
listened to a lot of
unilaterally like
dyslexia.
nobody else.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Link instead of tear.
Tear.
Yeah.
When you
The
tear,
opposite
you
of
rip
something
something.
is linking it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the act of putting it together.
linking something
All right.
together.
instead of the act of.
I was thinking like
apart,
patching
yeah.
something. I'm like, is he
Lincoln.
talking
Did
about
I-
Patch Adams? What's
Did I
going
get
on
that? Do I get a point for that?
You get a point?
Yeah.
I walked you through it, yeah. I'll walk you through
You
one.
should get
today.
half a point. All right, let's go.
Sell office. Sell.
Sell like
Sell.
like I'm selling
Sell.
something.
Yes.
So I'm buying something.
What's the
Oh,
opposite?
by the way,
Purchasing.
homophones.
Buying?
They could sound
Okay.
like it. All those things are
So
on the table.
the opposite of selling is
buying, and then what's
Buying.
the other one?
Well, I said sell, not selling.
Buy.
Tenses do come into play.
Yeah.
and what's the other clue?
What's
Tom?
the other one?
Office.
Office would.
What's the opposite of an office?
So think,
I would think
like an
home.
office.
Okay, the
is
opposite of
something you
home,
work
right?
in. What's something maybe you'd relax in? Like an office is stressful.
Room.
Okay, so we have
Biden.
You stole
It's
it.
Biden.
Oh, a den.
You're dead. yes.
Biden.
I probably would have got that if he didn't. I didn't know I'm allowed to steal.
Well, you see all
He
the
just
answers.
he was
There's
so excited.
You got robbed. You
We're not
suck.
stealing. It's until you can't get it, and I go, and then I try.
All right.
That's how we've been doing it, asshole.
You didn't get the last one. You didn't get Lincoln.
Now I gotta try stealing. All right.
All right,
Let's see how it
you
is.
ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooker daughter. Hooker.
Okay,
daughter.
well, and in dyslexia, the clues are always the same, right?
No.
I thought
No.
I thought the opposite of daughter would always be the
No, absolutely
Jefferson.
not. No. Can you tell me how Jeff and Hooker are
Because Hooker is probably a female, and the opposite of female is a guy named Jeff.
But what's the opposite of a hooker?
the hookie, right? Or the
Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh, I said it first. It's a John.
There you
Fuck
go.
you.
He got me.
All right.
Fairs and squares.
All right, I think we got three or four more.
All right. This is fun.
All right.
You like dyslexia.
What was it?
I didn't go yet.
Oh, okay.
Fuse water. Fuse water. I thought this one was fairly easy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuse water?
Yeah.
What's the opposite of water?
Air.
Fire.
Fire. Fire. Okay.
Fire
President Fire?
President Fire.
Fire? No.
Trump, you're fired.
Fuse.
Fuse. Fuse means to
Bring together.
Yes.
Two things.
So the opposite.
So what would it be? Yeah.
diffuse.
Close.
To break apart.
Yes. Give me another.
I would
word.
focus on the second word.
Yeah, that's probably the easier of the two.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
Yes.
You got all of these.
He thinks unilaterally.
Yeah. Come on, guys. You're making us look bad.
Are we?
And I gotta tell you, I was a little worried. I was like,
the answer.
He told me, he goes, I think they're too easy.
yeah, I did think that. I was like, oh God, I think they're gonna get them all.
Where's the history show? We're supposed to be
I know.
smart.
Yeah. All right. Fuse water.
Fuse water. Help me, Brian. Help me.
What? All right. What's the opposite of water?
Fire.
Could
No.
be.
Land. Land.
Okay.
Earth.
No.
Nope.
Sand.
Land.
No,
Go
you
back.
got it. You got
Land. Land.
Land.
Land.
it. Land. Is there a president land?
President
Inland.
Land.
It's so hard when you try to break them apart. You're like,
Yeah.
I definitely know there should be a president land.
Land.
President Land. And Fuse. President Fuse Land.
Howard the Duck liked to go there as well.
Yeah.
Are you getting this?
I'm just like thinking of last names that end with land. Maybe I don't know
President
what president.
Fuse
like
Land.
Garland.
Yeah.
I don't know.
President Fuse Land.
Yeah.
Come on. Fuse Land.
Stop saying.
Jesus Christ.
Brothers of Brian. Go ahead.
Cleveland.
Cleve.
Once you get land, you should get it.
Fuse.
Grover.
Yes.
You know the presidents, right?
Yes, I know all of them.
Okay. That.
Chester A. Arthur. Remember that from Die Hard 3?
What number are we on?
We got three more.
Okay.
Three more.
All right.
All right. This is where you guys are going to shine. You ready?
All right.
Sure.
False lady.
Truman.
Lady.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
No fucking contest on that one.
That was easy.
All right.
That was an easy one.
Approve off.
Okay.
So we think, what's the opposite of off?
On.
Okay.
Okay.
Nixon.
Oh. He's thinking unilaterally.
Yes, he is. All right, last
Steve
one.
is like in the Matrix. There is no
Yeah.
spoons.
Yeah, I
not my
plugged
game.
in. I plugged in.
It's not my
This is an ass kicking.
last one. Softed.
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 Like
Yes.
it's
Softed.
one word.
Yes.
What's the opposite?
Harding.
There you go.
There you go. All
Comes back at the end.
right, made it respectable.
All right.
Yeah.
Steve still kicked your
I
ass.
still won. All right.
So
all
I
right.
texted Tom too. They aren't presidents, but I do want. Actually, I sent him a couple.
Wait.
We're
Is
texting.
this a different? 'cause
These are
we
not
have-
presidents.
But we have two games. This isn't the second game.
This is
still-
just some dyslexia
This is
clues.
dyslexia.
Oh, okay,
He was
okay.
trying to test my knowledge of dyslexia.
Yeah, I was
We
just-
still have to do
Yeah.
the other.
Yes.
All right. December them steak.
December them steak. And this
Yes.
is not a president.
Not a president. It's a world leader.
Yeah.
December?
So instead of like 46 options, you have 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
December.
Them steak.
Them steak.
December. I guess the opposite would be the summertime. So let's say.
And this is
July.
this is full name, by the way.
It's a person.
Person, first and last name.
What the fuck is
Okay.
the opposite of steak? Wait, what kind
Chicken.
of steak
Chicken.
are we talking?
It's chicken, isn't it?
President.
Wait,
We're
is
not
this
doing
steak as in?
president.
No, it's not
Is this
president.
steak as in food or steak as in like I have steak in the game?
Steak
Well,
like the
you're not
food.
allowed to ask those questions. Also,
How's it
Oh,
spelled?
I'm not.
How's
Oh
it
yeah,
spelled?
no.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay,
being nice.
okay.
I'm being nice.
So
Yeah.
steak could mean anything, and
But
you just have to figure that out.
We don't get the,
Okay.
the spelling?
Okay.
We
No.
can't get the spelling?
No.
No, we can't.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
That's what makes it real
December
frustrating.
them steak. And when you hear it, you're gonna feel like an idiot.
What's the opposite of them? Us? Us.
December.
So what's the opposite of December?
I guess
said it.
Julius Caesar.
July.
Oh, there you go.
Steve thinks way more unilaterally than you.
I guess so.
You're
Opposite
so
of steak.
stupid.
Opposite of steak is salad.
Yeah.
Caesar. Yeah.
Caesar salad.
All right. All right. Hold on.
Oh, are you giving one of the ones that are just straight up bullshit?
Jewel. Opposite
I'm
of
going- I'm
December.
about to.
July. Jewel.
Yeah, if you want to be
gotcha.
frustrated, this is.
I got two that are gonna.
I
These
was-
are gonna drive you nuts.
I told you, I went easy on you guys.
Awake wolf off.
Sleeping giant. No.
Awake wolf off. So what's the opposite of off?
Sleep tiger
You're
on.
close.
Sleep tiger on.
You're getting there.
Patton?
No. He's on the right path.
Sleep lion on.
Okay. You're so close.
Sleep dog on.
Not sleep. Another word for sleep.
Rest lion and
No.
Slumber on.
No. You're asleep. Maybe it's not a long amount of time.
Nap
Napoleon.
lion.
Napoleon. You suck.
I did all the fucking footwork there, and you just crossed the
at the
finish
end.
line.
You got nap lion. Map
Okay.
lion.
Snoop lion.
All right, this one, I'm not going to walk you through it all. You're on your own.
All right.
This one, Tom was like, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I was
All
like,
right.
no, fuck this.
All right, let's see.
Cuddle glimpse.
Cuddle
glimpse.
Okay.
Cuddle glimpse.
You guys should just give up now. 'cause
The opposite of cuddle is so cuddling is like what two lovers do. They like each other.
They
So
cuddle.
The opposite would be they dislike each other. What would they do? They'd be off put. So they like push. They push away.
Oh, kind of,
push?
yeah.
Fight maybe fight.
Okay.
a
Is
little
there a leader with fight in the name though?
Oh, we're doing leaders.
It's a world leader. This is a world leader.
Cuddle what?
Cuddle glimpse.
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 Cuddle glimpse.
What's the opposite of a glimpse?
Cuddle.
A good
Well, a glimpse,
you
you're
get a
looking
good look
real
at
quick.
something. A wink, no. All it takes is a wink and a kiss. You know the answer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know the answer. I did not get the answer. Yeah.
But
You
it
stumped
does.
me on this one.
This is classic dyslexia. This
I
clue.
did, and I texted you back. I was like, this one's
Yo,
bullshit.
screw this. I kind of want. All right. So glimpse.
I am drawing.
Glimpse would be a quick look at something.
Right. So the opposite would be like you get
A
a, good
long
look.
stare.
A long
Yeah.
stare.
A long
Yeah,
stare.
that's.
Stare.
Stare could be what we're thinking of.
Stare.
I
So
think that's the way I went with it.
Yeah.
stare.
Yeah.
And what's the first word?
Cuddle.
Cuddle. Okay.
Fight stare.
Push stare. Push stare.
Away,
It's a world leader.
Away stare.
Booster.
Uh,
Booster. Booster gold.
Distant stare. Stare.
Come on, guys. It's a world leader.
I hate that he's such a dick.
It's a world leader.
That's actually what you get to do as when you're leading
Yeah, yeah,
dyslexia is you get to be a dick and just be like, but you
How
don't
do
get
you
this,
not get
guys?
this?
Come on, how the fuck do you not get this?
Monstar.
No, it's a giant world leader.
Is he alive today?
No.
Is he alive in the past?
Yes, obviously. He lived at some point. I didn't pick like.
Giant, not physically.
Is it American?
No.
We can't get hints.
No more hints. Come on, guys. Cuddle glimpse.
You.
You get to do it with like a condescending tone, like
Yeah.
you just can't get
What is
this.
it?
I don't understand.
I don't
Do you
know.
guys give up?
Yeah, sure. Give a shit.
What is it?
Hitler. The opposite of a glimpse is leer, like you stare. The opposite of cuddle is
It's a
hit.
different word. Yeah, I know. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
not-
It's lure. It's leer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's what I told him.
Yeah, leer is not
Yeah.
lure.
Yeah.
No, but you abbreviated it. Sounds the same. This is totally within the rules of dyslexia.
Oh, it is. You
should be
But I
arrested.
said I was like, yeah.
You should just be fucking put
and
out
you
the
know it's
pasture.
world leaders.
I legit wanted to say Hitler because it's like, oh, cuddle is hit.
hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it doesn't make sense because you said
leer.
glimpse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the opposite of leer.
Hit leer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know it's Hitler. You did it with the other clues.
No, all mine were.
There's a couple.
Made way
where-
more sense. You're not good at this.
I think that was.
That's why
excellent.
he's the writer.
I don't like you.
What were you about to say?
Oh, I was gonna say no. It actually makes perfect sense because in that the one that Rupp gave is exactly how
How it
Walt
should
would
be
give
done.
them.
Yeah.
To
All
really
right.
frustrate the
That's
the
fun.
players.
That's fun.
Contestant.
Yeah, the point is to get
Make
you
you-
angry.
It's not to win. It's to get you angry. Yes. That's,
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
So who won? Steve?
I think Steve
think I
won.
beat
Yeah.
you.
We're all losers in this game.
Yeah. So,
All right.
listeners.
So let's dive into some emails.
Okay.
All right.
We got emails. Yeah. We got
Yeah.
a lot of emails, by the way. We should probably
You want to break them
Oh,
up?
that's
mention
exciting.
what happened, I guess, right? Because they'll be finding out.
Well, they're not. It's
Before
going to be
this?
way done.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I can cut that out.
All right. Hey guys, really love the show, but I think you missed an opportunity with the fan names. You know there are movie buffs and history buffs. What do you have to do to be a buff? George Costanza.
Oh, fuck you.
Why wouldn't we use a
Take to be a buff.
I want to be a buff. So Biff wants to be a buff. Why wouldn't we use a Seinfeld reference for the fans? Seriously, though, I'm really enjoying the show. Keep doing what you do.
This is from Kramer
This
at
is-
Gmail.
This is from John Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Yes, thank you.
That's very kind.
Is it?
Yes.
I love a good Seinfeld reference.
What does it take to be a buff? Do you remember the one where they're at the party out in Long Island? They get stuck there.
The Stranded.
And Jerry's like trying to just make small talk with the wife, and he goes, "Oh, you've got the Civil War book." You remember this?
Yes.
I have that book.
You have that same book. It's funny.
Is that the Dingo Ate Their Baby episode?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
The dingo ate your baby.
I've lost my fiance.
My baby.
Steve is just so pained.
I'm assuming he's never watched it. Is that
He
I
hates
hates
don't
Seinfeld.
like Seinfeld.
However, he watched one episode with me and Aunt, and the motherfucker
I
laughed.
watched 2 episodes that I found funny, and everything else has just been.
Were
like,
they after season 4? They had to be after
I don't
season
know.
4.
One was the soup Nazi, and then there was
That's
another
definitely
one
after 4, yeah.
that I don't remember what it was.
What else we got?
All right.
Yeah, what else?
This is from Ricardo Vasquez.
Okay.
What's going on, BR?
One of the stalwarts.
Regulars.
Yes.
Regulars.
Got a burp.
What a gentleman.
This is everyone needs to know how vile I am.
Well, now he knows how to burp because the kids, so now he can just do it to himself.
Oh, yeah, I
anytime
practice.
he wants. Yeah.
All right, what's going on, BR? Just wanted to send a quick email wishing your lady a
doesn't care
safe
about
birth
us.
and to congratulate you on making it this far. It was in doubt with my weight and health. When I had my kid, it was like having a million feelings swirling around in my guts, mixed with a dash of self-doubt and holy shit. Be sure to sprinkle us review perceivers with funny tales of young dadhood from time to time. It's sure to be comedy gold and an awesome time capsule for me to look back on in 10 years or so. You got this, BR. Thank you.
What a nice email.
It was very nice. Thank you, Ricardo. And hopefully you liked my early tales.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one more coming a bit later.
My daughter shit on my face the first week she was home.
Oh, I got
So be
something.
prepared
How did
for
that
that.
happen? Where were you sitting?
Right in front of her.
The glass table broke.
No, yeah. No, you know what?
I'm starting to question
She
some
didn't go.
things
She
here.
wouldn't go to bathroom, and the doctor is like, "Oh, you take a thermometer and you wiggle it around there." Well, obviously, I've never had to wiggle a thermometer in someone's ass before.
Clearly,
when I
you've never
did
been
it-
to Bangkok.
That's right. It
Or
came
his basement.
shooting straight out at me.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yep.
Liquid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Oh,
rough.
jeez,
That's rough.
Louise.
so the other day, my wife is, I'm on the John. My wife is changing the baby. And I hear, Brian, I need help. I'm like, okay. I clean up shop. I come out. My daughter's covered in urine because my wife was changing her, took the diaper off, threw it out, came back. The daughter peed. And I guess it was
While the diaper was off.
while the diaper was off, but she was in her bassinet changing table thing, and it's waterproof, and I guess it's at a slight angle because of the house, so the piss rolled all over her, and she was covered in urine. So
Were
we're
you
like,
laughing?
I was just like, get the fuck out of here, It's like, all right, I guess we're giving her first bath.
Yeah, this
so
is life now.
you guys, you and your wife.
They just had their first bath. Yeah.
No, you guys gave us the bath, which I'm sure you're not
Yes.
aware of.
No, my wife.
That's really funny.
I'm not going to pretend, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So
Way to go,
I'm glad
Ed.
it could be of use.
we're men. We don't care about baby showers, brital showers, or whatever. But it was a gift from you guys. So
I don't know nothing about birthday, no baby.
So we wash the baby off, all the the urine, we bathe her, and as we're getting ready to dry her, we lift her up, shits all over the bathtub and all over herself. The whole thing is caked in shit. I'm like, here we go. So I gotta re-bathe her. Now the bathtub is filled with shit. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I took it in the backyard and soaped it and hosed it.
Sure, yeah. I imagine all infant stories involve piss and shit. Because, what else is there?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have a
Yelling.
boy.
Just yelling.
I've heard that it's inevitable they're gonna piss in your face.
You know what? So far, 14 months, and he has not pissed on me once.
Maybe
But
when
was
he's 14.
second. Yeah,
Have you asked him?
he was the second kid, so I'm much more skilled at changing
Yeah,
diapers
yeah,
at
yeah.
this point. So
You understand what's happening.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the third email.
email.
This is from Daniel Torres.
They're being nice today.
Yeah. Dear Quinn, Jack, and Luke. Brian should get that one. Does anyone else at the table get that one?
Not at all.
Quinn, Jack, and Luke.
Yeah. Does
Are
anyone
those like
know?
apostles in some dark
That's-
religion? I don't know.
Jaws.
About.
Is it Jaws?
The gospel according to
Yeah.
Quinn.
Does anybody know? So the Devils have Jack
Why would
Hughes
I know
and his
this?
brother
I hate
Luke.
the Devils.
The other brother, Quinn, plays for Vancouver. Eventually, he's going to be a Devil. But he addressed us as
As New Jersey Devils.
two of them are Devils. So there's Quinn, Jack, and Luke. I'm going to say that I'm Jack because I'm the superstar. Then
The superstar of this.
oh
podcast?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then there's Luke, who's like the young up and comer.
I think Rio Rojas would have
Yeah.
something different to say. Just saying.
He's on the shit list. Too much Aunt G praise. I don't like that around these parts.
Oh, I think that's the guy who gave me a book.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah.
That was the thing of Aunt G.
So I'm Jack, the young hot superstar. Steve is Luke, the young up and comer. He's going to be really good next year.
Everybody's young.
Yeah, they're all young. Yeah, and Quinn is, he's alone in Vancouver, just trudging along, doing really good, but he's stuck there.
him.
That's kind of you.
I do.
That's
love
accurate. That's accurate.
The
Yeah.
western part of Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate.
All right. So let me get to his real email.
Yes.
First time write-in, long time listener. NTESD transplant. Love the show. Have even started re-listening to the back catalog to pass the time during slow work days.
Good man. Love it.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fun.
First question is for Aunt G, yo.
That's me.
Why do you suck?
That's not what he said.
No.
Great. I don't buy that.
All right. I work outside as an ecologist in Central Florida 6 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week in sweltering heat and humidity. Is it acceptable for me, a 32-year-old man, to wear shorts? Now, Ant has a thing where he is anti-short. He thinks men should always have 3 shirts on and long pants.
Okay. In that specific environment, I will allow shorts. However, if I find out this fucking guy is wearing sandals, he's out. He's not allowed to listen anymore. No sandals, no fucking Crocs. I go to the deli now, and I see these Zoomers. They wear Crocs and sweatpants all the
They're
time.
very comfortable,
They're always
supposedly.
comfortable.
Oh, yeah, the Crocs are the new thing.
My nephew puts like buttons on his Crocs.
Yeah. Yeah, you
It's the
stylize
worst
your
look I've
Croc.
ever seen in my life.
Pretty bad,
These people are an abomination.
Now, what I find funny is Crocs, they used to, you would get insulted. Like, there were
Make fun of
memes
them.
like Crocs are birth control, and now they're like, everyone wears them.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's a resurgence of bad shoes.
But yeah, shorts are allowed in that instance. But shoes, sneakers, and socks don't fucking fuck with your feet. They
Should he
gotta
wear
be-
boots?
He can wear boots. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With shorts?
Yes.
I think if you're doing outdoors work, you can.
Yeah, I mean, look, the British in Egypt were wearing shorts, right?
That's
Like, look at Al Alamein.
that's
Okay.
a tough call, man. Boots with shorts?
Yeah. Why
That's
not?
so silly. Boots keep your feet warm. It's gonna be weird.
He's out and he's doing eco
Yeah,
shit.
he's doing eco
He
shit.
needs his boots on.
Can he wear
and if
no
he's
shoes?
gonna
Working in the
die-
biodome.
No sandals, but can he have no shoes at all?
Like a hillbilly?
What
No.
if he's in like
footwear is obligatory.
a wet grassy?
No.
I think if he's going into waters.
Yeah,
yes.
if you're at the beach, when you get to your towel, you take your shoes and
Beach
socks
only.
off. Yeah. Like
Why
you're-
are you so against shorts?
It's a bad look. It's a bad look for a professional.
Wait. Oh,
No, I think he just means all the time.
all the time you're against shorts?
We went
Yes.
to Disney in the summer, and it was 85, 90 degrees out every day. He wore that.
And you
Jeans
have a
all.
shirt underneath, right?
Jeans and 3 shirts.
3 shirts.
The minute,
Just sweat.
the minute we hit 60, I'm shorts.
Oh, me too.
Till we hit December.
I've given up jeans. I don't wear jeans anymore.
Yeah, if I could.
I guess a certain decorum is too much to ask from some people. It's
Clearly, yes. All right.
And
So-
wants leisure.
So congratulations, Daniel. You have the Angie seal of approval.
Thank God.
And then he wants to know, give me your Mount Rushmore of either Vietnam War movies. I'm assuming the either is an accident. So,
Okay. So
well,
the
why don't we all just give one?
Well, I think we all
Sure.
are gonna have the same.
Well, there's 4 of us, right? So let's
Yeah.
each give
Okay.
up one Vietnam movie.
All right, I'll go with Full Metal Jacket.
Apocalypse Now.
I was gonna do that,
Yeah, I know.
but that's
I'm
okay.
out too. I only know Full Metal Jacket.
But that's
Ooh,
okay.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Okay,
counts?
I'll allow
Does
it.
that count as a?
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Hey, you're a Platoon man. You've always loved Platoon.
I do. Yeah, I would probably say Platoon.
Yeah.
I picked it.
I mean,
Does Tropic Thunder count? Because I would pick that.
yeah. I mean, as far as non-movies goes, those
We Were
are
Soldiers.
them.
Thin Red
Yeah,
Line.
We Were Soldiers is excellent.
Casualties of War. I've never seen either.
Isn't there a Clint Eastwood one?
Probably.
There's the Green Berets if you want to go to like true propaganda from the
Is that?
60s. Oh yeah,
I thought that was a Korean War.
that was a
movie.
John Wayne Vietnam movie.
Oh, I thought it was a Korean War movie. I didn't know it was not.
You know who's in it? Sulu. Fucking
Oh, my.
George Takei. He plays an orphan.
I hate Shatner because he's the lead of the show and makes all the money and the screen time.
I
Yeah.
didn't invite him to my gay wedding.
Ooh.
All right. Keep up the good work, fellas. P.S. Please review Big Year already because birds fucking rule.
I'm
Big Ear
in.
rolls. Dude, I've been watching this
I'll do
guy
Big
on
Ear.
YouTube who bought like a big piece of land in Quebec and turned it into like a giant nature preserve. It's fucking great, and I learned all about birds.
It's amazing the rabbit holes that you get into. Really is.
Yeah, I love that bird scene in The Great Escape. I know we're going to talk about it later.
We're going to
but-
talk about it later.
Yeah.
It's not now.
All right. So there's a couple more emails. Let me just look through.
A couple.
Yeah. So we ran the contest and some people wrote. I'm not going to read all of them, just the ones that I think are funny.
Do you want to save them for the contest stream?
We had
Okay.
we had about
Yeah.
70 or so emails. so-
There's
Holy
one.
shit! Really?
yeah, we had almost 80.
Oh, maybe
entries.
not.
We had 150.
Well, you know, we could
individual entries.
sprinkle them out.
Okay.
This is the last question email.
You're like, only about 10 people are going to sign up, and
It's
it's been
70 emails.
It was 10 a day. It was, yeah.
Good for you guys.
So, hey guys, big fan of the show, and I'm looking for some answers, dogs.
Who is this?
It's the name on the email is TESD Ant.
Okay.
All right.
Right?
Sure.
So, I recently got out of a relationship, and me and my ex-girlfriend are still on good terms. I agreed to go to a party with her, and in exchange, she'll be attending a wedding with my parents and me. At the party, I started talking to a really beautiful woman.
Good.
But despite learning where she worked, I never caught her name. After talking the situation over with a buddy of mine, he thinks we should stake out the law firm she works at to see if we can find her. I think the relationship could be good, but it's also possible we only date for about a month. Is this a good idea, or should I just let it go?
Interesting. Do you think he's trying to get the girl back? Because there's no reason to keep this person around.
No, it's his friend. Like, it's a platonic friendship now.
No such thing.
Yes.
Oh my God! He got me.
He got you.
I can't believe that happened. I can't believe he was just like,
When it hit that moment,
like, what is he doing? I'm sitting there like I thought he's playing around with it. Like, no.
Oh my God! I walked right into that fucking trap.
Thanks, guys.
He got me. He didn't even get him. Son of
I
a-
knew the second it started.
Simon bin Robin tap. Simon bin Robin tap. It's a early Seinfeld episode, Tom. I see the confused look on your face.
Nope.
See, that's how I used to feel every episode. Every episode, they would bring something up and be like, what do you think about this situation? I'm like, I don't fucking know. And now eventually I call it on where if I don't know a situation, if it's something I really don't know, I'm assuming it's always Seinfeld. Like, no matter what.
Should have guessed it by the
Yeah.
by the
He signed off the email as Art Vanderlei. But
I'm getting assaulted on all fronts. Now I'm getting assaulted
for
through our
Seavers,
listeners.
yeah. But you know, I think it's not a bad idea to stalk out the law firm and just run into her. Yeah,
why
get her
not?
name.
Why not?
My advice, though, don't go to Vermont. Those trips are relationship killers.
You miss 100% of
Don't
the shots
check
you
your
don't take.
stocks religiously. And then he has this. Secondly, in the last pick episode,
Yeah.
you discussed most jerk-offable movie scenes, which
Yes, we
got me
did.
thinking, what are the most jerkable historical movements? Holocaust, done.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. No. Jerk-offable historical moments. It's got to be...
I mean, if you're into the torture thing, I think the Inquisition is.
Inquisition's good.
Yeah, if you're into the BDSM.
the anything with witches, the witch burnings.
yeah.
Sure.
Slavery, I mean.
Yeah.
No, if I'm going to give my real answer, it's probably when I was like 13 and the paparazzi would stalk Britney Spears and get like the
That's a real answer.
and get like the upskirt shots of her.
I would've
when I
said
was like
the
12 or
oopsie
13.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have said the unearthing of Pompeii. You see all those sexy arts.
I tried to give a real answer.
That's a good answer.
I don't think there really is a real answer unless you think Susan B. Anthony is a looker. And she's not.
The Me Too movement.
Yeah, there you go. That's hot. Some hot stories
Yeah.
there about Kevin Spacey and fucking what's his name's son, the guy from Jaws, Hooper,
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss' son. He got fucking fondled by Kevin Spacey.
All right. It's time for the history portion of the show.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Now what
We're
the
finally
people
there.
come for, really.
Is that what they come for?
I don't know. I don't know why they're here.
Yeah, email us. Why do you listen? Why do you do
Why do
this?
you like us?
Why do you do this to yourself? How can you let this go on?
Who wants to go first?
All right, I got one.
You got one.
Now, this guy I did not know existed, and I had never heard of him until yesterday. And he is very important, and you could say he changed global culture.
Global culture.
Global culture.
All right. What year was this person around?
He died in 2002.
Oh, so this
Are we
is
doing a guessing game?
recent. No, I just asked. Well, global culture, it could be a lot of things.
He's just going to tell us.
I just wanted to know. It's all right. I guess I'll just wait. I'll just shut up. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, shut
He
up.
didn't even have a problem. He just answered.
Because he fell into fucking game mode. I don't know what's going on here today.
Shut up and think about it. All right.
Who is it, Brian?
So, have you guys ever heard of Alan Lomax?
No.
No.
All right. So, let me
Lomax.
tell you a little
Bernie
bit.
Lomax.
Bernie Lomax? Who's that?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, is that really his name in it? Oh, I fucking love that movie.
It's a good one.
Apparently not very much. Yeah.
I don't remember the last name. I haven't seen it. But do you remember me and you like threw it on one time and I was like fucking in tears?
Yes.
I'm laughing thinking about it. All right. So, the way I found out about this was, bless you. And this is kind of a slight tangent, but do you guys ever see the Coen Brothers movie Inside Llewellyn Davis?
No.
So it's about a folk singer in New York City right before Bob Dylan comes out and like
And then
changes the culture.
They inject like a school bus full of kids into his bloodstream and they're inside.
Yeah, they go in. Whoa. He has so many STDs. This never happened at my old school.
Yeah, exactly. Miss Frizzle.
Anyway, so I like the soundtrack to the movie. It's
you
like,
ever see the fucking thing where they become salmon eggs and the salmon's jizzing on them?
Yeah, I've seen that episode. Yeah. That was one of the standout ones when I was a kid. They're eggs, and then the salmon comes over and just pours jizz on them. Yeah.
This Frizz was a fucking psycho. All right, continue.
anyway, so the movie has a folk soundtrack and it's Oscar Isaac. They're not doing the Bob Dylan voice, thankfully. It's just folk songs, right?
Okay.
It's right before Bob Dylan ruined music.
Okay.
But so I like the soundtrack and I've played it for a while, like just for myself. But I have my daughter and like she loves grunge music.
Your daughter loves grunge?
Yeah, like
Tell me more.
So the song I was playing for my daughter when I started weeping the first time was "Daughter" by Pearl Jam.
No, daughter.
Yeah.
Not fit true. But I was trying to get her to sleep, and I was like, the grunge just gets her wired. So I was like, I was just playing a bunch of like softer songs. Like I was playing Opeth, like shit, and
Nice.
yeah,
Softer?
Window
Damnation.
Pane. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The soft.
He's playing Damnation.
Yeah.
Black Rose Immortal.
This is black metal.
Go to sleep.
So I was playing her songs like that, and then it just got recommended to me, the soundtrack. I was like, good idea. So I started playing her the folk songs and singing it, and it put her to sleep, right? My wife took a video of me singing to my daughter.
I saw that. It was very adorable.
It was, right?
Yes.
So
I'm so lost. I don't know where.
I was just singing.
Who's Lomax?
So hold on.
Yeah,
So I was-
what the fuck is happening?
hold on. So I was singing the song Fare Thee Well, also known as Dink Song, right? Have you ever heard of Dink Song?
No.
So it's a song like that goes like, if I had wings like Noah's doves, I'd fly the river to the one I love. Have you ever heard this?
No.
It's an American folk song. So anyway, I was like, this is interesting. Like, where is this song from? So I Googled the song.
Charles Manson song. It's Garbage
Yeah.
Dump. Garbage dump, oh, garbage dump.
Yeah, I was doing LSD and just
Murdering starlets.
I went to Brian Wilson's house and I just trashed it and made him move out. I was throwing ragers there.
Could feed the world with my garbage dump. My wife hates that song.
Really?
Can't imagine why.
So I was just singing her the song and I decided to Google it. I was just curious where it came from. And it was like, it's an American folk song. Many people have done it. It's like a standard. And I found out that it was discovered by this guy, Alan Lomax.
Written. It was written by Lomax. It wasn't
No.
discovered. He didn't find it.
No, he found it.
How'd he find it?
All right, so that's what's interesting about this guy.
Underground for many centuries.
15?
These plates. He found them in a cave.
This discovery shall change culture forever. In 1961, he written Let It
Climbed
Be.
up on Mount Miyazaki. Saw a burning bush.
Okay, so
The scroll. The lyrics.
so this guy.
Dink.
By the way, I was on his son's page by accident, and I said the wrong thing. He died in 1948.
Okay.
His son died in 2000 something.
Okay, so all right.
So he is born 1867,
1800s, yeah.
Okay.
post Civil War in Texas, and just lives on a family farm, goes to college, and all this. And he's into songs, right?
Okay.
And he ends up through a bunch of circumstances in his life traveling the West. And as he does this, he starts discovering all these different songs people are singing. Cowboys, freed black men,
Yeah.
like rail workers, all this stuff. And he's like, this is fascinating. And he starts compiling all these songs.
Okay.
And eventually, like, all these songs, like, a lot of them are now in the Library of Congress. They did big studies on this.
This is cool.
And
Yeah, sure.
and the guy, like, it got published and it caused people to become really interested in American folklore. And a lot of the songs were regional. So you had like people that had their own folk songs up north.
Right.
And you had a north guy who would go and record it. But he was focused on like Texas and like all this shit. Like he discovered early blues songs, like things like that. Like
Proto stuff.
proto stuff
That turns into other things.
that turns into other stuff and songs that are still sung.
Very
like,
cool.
Like Skip to My Lou.
Right.
Like Oh My Darling Clementine. Songs that you fucking know.
Right.
This guy like heard people just singing
And the
them.
reason we know them today is because he kind of
Went around.
He cataloged them and has this giant book.
That's pretty cool.
Like the encyclopedia of
American music.
American music, basically. Yeah, like folk music. And it's studied in colleges. It becomes this big thing. And eventually, he has an obsession with getting folk songs from other cultures as well. So he starts contacting people in England. And he has guys go throughout England, go to like small Irish villages. And like,
What are you guys singing over here?
yeah, and like,
When you're drunk.
and like he would capture it, you know? And he would get all that shit.
Okay.
And he just compiled all this music. But I think you can make a case that without him doing this, it doesn't cause blues music to spread
when
the
it
way it
does.
does. And he had early recording stuff with him that he would bring and like capture people. And like his grandkids, like his grandkid is like a music manager now for like big bands. His son was a music artist. Like there's just so much. Like his big thing is the archive of American folk songs.
He's an important guy.
Yeah, it's in the Library of Congress. Like if you can go online and look up his recordings.
Is it Gummo that starts with the old lady going, I love my little rooster and my rooster
Yes.
loves
Yes.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that one of the songs?
That's got to be one of those.
I would not be surprised. If you go to the Library of Congress, you could see it.
Gummo sucks.
Gummo rules.
But so it was 1942, and he was getting ready to do this even massive, bigger project, and they were like, "We need all the acetone and acetate. You can't do this," and he got shut down
Because of the war.
Because of the war. So that's how it affected him. But he carried it on until 6 years when he died in 1948. But just a massive cultural impact from this dude, and I had never heard of.
Wow.
There's a documentary about him that I didn't get to finish it because I've been pressed for time, but it's called The Song Hunter. It's free on YouTube. I definitely recommend watching it. I'm halfway through. It's really interesting.
That seems, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm right now, my kick is a lot of that folk
Old-timey
stuff.
music.
Yeah, just like those old folk songs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you love the Old Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack?
I think that's an awesome soundtrack
It
too.
is, yeah.
Inside Llewellyn Davis, you should watch that. First of all, it's an awesome Coen
That you
Brothers
should
movie. Yeah. But all right, Tom, what did you bring?
I brought another game.
I know, I'm joking. You didn't bring a history thing. We'll have them finish and we'll close with your game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
I'll go. All right. I brought a person.
All right.
And sadly, it has nothing to do with the ocean. Maybe a little bit to do with travel, but not too much.
Okay.
I brought a man named Franz Stigler. Have you heard of these? Anyone heard of
That
this man?
sounds like a fake guy in Inglorious Bastards.
Sounds like a German.
Or like a diehard villain.
Yeah.
He is somewhat of a villain, somewhat of a hero.
Okay.
He
He gassed 300 Jews in
I-
a single day.
you're not
Impressive.
You're not too far off.
Oh God.
He actually flew for the Luftwaffe.
Okay.
He was a pilot. He was an ace.
Oh wow.
And he has a very famous story, and we are going to discuss this.
All right.
So he was born 1915 in Bavaria. His father was a World War I pilot. So at a young age, around 12 years old, he was piloting a biplane already. So he had experience, hence why he became an ace.
He was the man.
He was the man. He was
He's-
great.
He was the man for it.
He flew 487 combat missions, downing 28 planes while being shot down 17 times.
Wow. How do you live through that many
His
times,
brother was
right?
also a pilot, but was killed in 1940. He flew in North Africa, Europe in a jet fighter
His
squadron.
brother, his brother was in his older brother's shadow the whole time, and he's like,
Oh.
"I'm gonna show him what's up.
Yep.
I'm the better pilot." He went out and got shot down.
Yep. So
Oh, he got a
he's been through
jet.
some shit.
Did you say he got a jet?
He was in a jet fighter.
So he's got to be one of the first
He's
guys
one of the
ever.
first guys ever, in the
Yeah.
in the squadron. So he was for all intents and purposes, one of the more badass pilots in history.
Sure.
Probably.
He's probably the second most effective German pilot,
and he
right?
also
Behind Red Baron.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
off
I
the
don't know
top.
the numbers. You know.
well, considering what he shot down 2 B-17s in the same day, and he went for a third.
That's actually impressive. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the flying
Yeah.
fortress.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
he's probably more successful than the Baron when you think about that in terms of people that he's actually downed. But he should have been put to death by the German High Command
Why?
for this specific incident when he went after his third B-17 bomber.
When you say should have been put to death, you mean you're saying that
He did something that they would have executed him
right?
for. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Stigler on the 20th of December.
Because I know this story now. I realize what you're talking.
1943.
Oh, you know this?
Yes.
Yeah. He finds a B-17 bomber on their way back from a bombing mission named Ye Old Pub. That was the bomber name. And he gets behind it on the tail. He aims his sights, and he realizes the tail gunner isn't shooting. Not only that, but the tail isn't moving, because usually you see some movement.
Yeah.
He pulls off to the side, and he sees holes in the bomber. And in the holes, he sees a bunch of crewmen trying to save the lives of other crewmen, and nobody's shooting at him. So this bomber is fucked up. It is about to go
He
down.
can take it out.
It has an engine out. He could take it out any moment he wants. He thought back to his commander who said, if you ever shoot a man in a parachute, I will kill you myself. And he was like, these people are basically in a parachute. They have nothing left. Half of them are dead. They're just trying to get home. Now, they're over Germany at this point. So on the border, there's a bunch of 88s set up, anti-aircraft guns, ready to basically shoot this thing out of the sky. Stigler pulls up to the side, and the pilot sees him, and he's like, oh my God, there's a German fighter next to us. And he's stunned. He's staring, and the German pilot just goes, Stigler just kind of like salutes. And he's just like, he doesn't know what to do. He's frozen. The co-pilot comes to the second seat, sees the pilot who's just staring out the window the wrong way, looks over and also sees him. And
There's something on the wing.
yeah. Stigler just waves. And they're like, are we about to die? Stigler starts pointing down because there's no other signal to say this. He's like, you gotta land. You have to try to land in like Switzerland because they're really close. They don't understand. They're like, we gotta get back to like England.
Right.
And Stigler realizes they don't understand, but he also realizes that they're about to get shot down.
He's warning them about the cannons.
He's going like this, look down. You gotta go down. If you don't go down now, you're gonna die.
Right.
So instead, what he does and what would happen is when Germans would down planes, bombers, sometimes they capture some of them and fly them back to an airbase. So they would be sometimes escorted by fighters. So the anti-air on the ground look up, take aim, and they see Stigler flying next to them. So this bomber's being escorted by a German fighter. They go, okay, I guess we won't shoot him. He escorts
It's
them.
obviously a weird situation.
Really bad situation. He escorts them all the way to the border,
Of Germany, Switzerland.
lets them go, flies back and lands. He tells his 2 commanding officers what happened. The 3 of them, Stigler and the commanding officers, do not say a word about this for 40 years because he would have been executed.
Right, as a traitor.
Yeah.
As a traitor. Yeah.
Especially since these are the guys that are burning down German cities.
He would have been court-martialed.
Yeah, they're bombing like
Yeah.
Dresden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So what happened?
what
A little bit
time-
of humanity.
What time period is this in the war? Like, how close is it to being over when this happens?
1943, December 43.
Okay,
this
so
happened.
it's-
Midway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Germany really isn't threatened itself yet.
at this point he should have.
has the bulge hasn't happened yet, right?
No, God, no.
Yeah,
No, that's
so-
2 years ahead.
Yeah. So he was like, if I shot that down, it would have been shooting somebody like a parachute. So I let them go.
The pilots always seem to have a little bit of like a chivalric honor thing going
Yeah,
on.
tell
and they
that
respect
to the
each
Japanese.
other. Yeah, that's true. But,
Well, look,
but
are you in it
look
to
at like
win
the
it or
Great
not?
They were
Escape,
strafing
you know?
people in the ocean.
Are you in it to win it or no?
So like I said, they never spoke about this until 1990, when the pilots of Ye Old Pub search for the German officer, and they tell up their story to a magazine. I forgot the name of the magazine. It's like something.
Hustler.
Yeah, Hustler. Yeah.
Larry Flynn. Before you jerk, think about decent humanity.
And then somebody who read it knew Stigler. I don't know who it was, but they got in contact with him, and they actually met
Okay,
in
that's
1990.
cool.
And from 1990 to 2008, they became like best friends. He actually met all the surviving crew of that ship,
No kidding.
of the aircraft, excuse me. And they actually, believe it or not, the 2 pilots that I spoke about, one of them was Charlie Brown.
He's always
Charles, aka Charlie Brown, was the pilot's name.
Kicking that football.
They were friends until
Snoopy
2008.
wasn't flying the B-52.
They were friends until 2008, and they passed away within several months of each other. And that's
Wow.
the story of how Stigler was saved a couple of American pilots.
Now we know why they weren't able to go down. When Stigler was talking to them, all they heard was wah 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 wah.
I thought that was such. And there's a
You
you're probably-
blockhead.
What you were probably seeing in the video version, somebody did a great animation of the breakdown of the story.
Oh, yeah?
And it's like very accurate. So you'll be seeing that on the screen.
Cool.
It's very cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's my story, and I think
cool.
it's pretty cool.
Eh.
Okay, my turn. Yeah, well, I'm in Germany as well.
Okay. Oh, wow.
But, it's
Different year.
It's a little further back. I want to talk about the Teutoburg.
Teutoburg?
Yeah, you guys
Tudor?
know about this?
Like the
Teutoburg
Tudors?
massacre?
Oh,
Oh,
massacre.
no. The year is 7 A.D.
Okay. So we're a little further back.
Does that even count as Germany?
It's Germania.
Yeah. Russell Crowe was there a couple of years earlier.
tribes.
Yeah, it's Germania. So Rome, it's the reign of Augustus, the first emperor. He's won all the civil wars. He's now reigned for quite some time at this point. The republic is long dead, and he has vested all authority in himself. This has led to the start of the Pax Romana, which I'm sure you guys
The Great
all know
Peace.
Yes.
about. Right. Rome is expanding in all directions everywhere. The armies are invincible and unstoppable. This is how they get stopped.
All right, this is the end.
Yes. Cool. All right. So, Augustus feels like Germania is probably the most dangerous province out there. And if they conquer this, it'll probably be all the territory Rome will ever need. So he has begun sowing the seeds of Germany's downfall. And what they've done is they've crossed over the Rhine River into Germania. They're building bases out there.
To grandmother's
forts.
house they go.
Yes. They've got alliances with some of the tribes. Some of the other tribes are treating as enemies, sowing kind of seeds of dissent among everybody.
Making them all hate each
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
playing them.
And the guy in charge of doing this is a guy named Varus. And he has a second in
That
command.
is like a Star Trek name, if ever I've heard one.
Quintilius Varus.
That's a name.
Yes, Roman general. His second in command is a German.
Okay.
And this guy, his Latinized name is Arminius, so I will be calling him that, but the Germans know him as Herman.
Herman?
Yeah.
I like that you opt for the the weirder
ridiculous
name rather than like the...
Arminius.
He's more well known as Arminius. The only people
Okay.
that call him German, Herman, are like German nationalists from the 19th
Was it a
century.
joke like Herman the German?
Probably. I should point out, the Germania is not a unified place. It's all a bunch of different tribes. You got Franks, Alemanni, things like that. You know, Goths, Belgae.
They're just listening to Skinny
Yeah, just
Puppy.
listen to bloody-
Stay away from my food court, man.
Now,
yeah, a lot of goggles in that.
like I said, Arminius he's lived with the Romans for decades. He is a high up guy in the Roman army. He knows how to fight like a Roman and has lived like a Roman for most of his life. But he hates Rome. He's been taken there against his will.
He's a Ben-Hur.
He is a German through and through, but he keeps this completely secret to everyone around him.
He's just waiting for the right moment.
So as Rome moves into Germania, he is making secret deals with all of the German tribes and getting them to join him. He wants to create a German confederation, unify Germany under him, and make himself High King of Germania.
Smart move.
So, one day after talking to all these people, he says to Varus, there's an uprising in the north. We need to go put it down. So Varus takes 3 legions, which is something around 20,000 men.
That's a lot.
Yes. And leads them into the Teutoburg forest.
Russell Crowe.
Is this Gladiator?
No, this is about
After, right?
150 years before Gladiator.
Oh, before. Okay.
As they reach a bend in the, it's not even roads, it's like paths through the woods. They reach the spot where the Romans are in between.
You know how they knew it was the right spot? Giant X on the floor.
Or is it in between some marshland and a steep hill?
Okay.
And it's raining. Dark, German woods.
Yeah. Scary German
Yes.
forest.
And Arminius
The trees are
says
speaking, yeah.
he's going to go ahead and meet up with their allies, but he doesn't do that. He goes to the head of a gigantic German unified army, and they come screaming out of the woods in an ambush.
They betrayed the
They
Romans.
betray the Romans. They cut the center of the Roman line. The Romans are like marching. They're not ready for a fight.
Yeah.
They think the fight's, days march ahead. So they're kind of in a sloppy order. And he bashes right into their center, cuts them all from each other, goes down the middle. The people in the north of the line, the leading group, they get massacred.
They're fucked.
Varus is with the rear group. And he and his men managed to fight their way out of encirclement and try and run back
That
to
is
Gaul.
good, like, skill.
It's the Romans. They're
Yeah,
the
that's
best.
Yeah.
They don't make it.
Aw.
For 3 entire days, they are one by one picked off in the dark forest and slaughtered to a man.
This would be such a cool movie.
Yes, it would be. Arminius is a hero for the Germans,
Yeah.
and now he retreats back.
He's
into
also
Germany.
king piece of shit.
He's also
in
enemy,
Rome, right?
enemy number 1.
He will take Varus's head and send it to his leading, the like most powerful German chieftain, and show him that if we work together, this is proof we can defeat Rome. But the guy says no. This guy's a pretender. He wants to make himself king. Fuck him.
He's right.
I side with Rome, and he sends Varus's head back to Rome to be buried properly. When Augustus finds out he's just lost 3 legions, he's horrified. This has never happened before.
Yeah. 20,000 men.
yes.
I mean,
It's a lot.
The invasion of Germany is over. It's destroyed. It's never going to happen. He will be said for the rest of his life, which is not much longer, will wander the halls of the palace like occasionally and just scream, "Varus, give me back my legions." He's like, he's fucking pissed. But everything kind of settles down because, like I said, Arminius did not successfully unite Germany. So he's just kind of got this anti-Roman faction up in the woods up there. So the Romans, in response, they kind of garrison the Rhine with 8 legions permanently going forward.
they're like,
So just
yep,
watch-
we're just going to hold this
Watch
forever
what they
now.
do. Fast forward about 10 years.
Is Augustus still?
Augustus is dead.
Okay.
His adopted son Tiberius is now the emperor, and his
James
adopted
Tiberius?
son. No, just Tiberius. His adopted son is a guy who will eventually be known as Germanicus. Is on the run, and the reason he's on the run is because the troops are mutinying. They don't like Tiberius. They think he's not delivering.
He's
on
not fit.
certain promises he's promised them. So he sends Germanicus up there to put shit down. And what Germanicus decides is the reason they're revolting so much is because they're bored. They need something to do. So he makes it his personal mission to hunt down Arminius and get revenge for what had happened in the Teutoburg.
Okay.
So he leads a strike force into German territory, and for about a year and a half have ongoing battles with Arminius, back like over and over and over again, to these drawn out fucking brawls. He never really defeats him. But what he does do is he finds the site of the massacre.
Okay, he finds
And
where
what
it
he
happened.
finds are Romans, their heads have been cut off. Some of them have been nailed to trees. Men have been roasted alive. They found evidence that they've been ritually sacrificed to
It's a
pagan
horror
dark
show.
gods. Yeah. So he gathers up all of the remains of these people and he gives them a proper funeral pyre and builds a memorial to them. It's all been found, by the way, in modern times. They
Really?
found the spot where this happened.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Did they find like the memorial remains?
Well, they recovered the standards of the 3 legions, the 17th, the 18th, and
The
9th.
eagle?
The eagle. They found the
Fucking
eagle.
crazy.
And he brings them back
Jamie
to Rome
Bell
in
and Channing
triumph.
Tatum. They brought it back.
Yeah. They find the eagles, and Germanicus will be given a triumph for this when he returns to Rome. And that's kind of the end of the story as far as what happens in Germany. Germanicus will have a storied career.
What
after this.
happens to Amicus?
Arminius?
Arminius.
A fellow German chief will assassinate him.
Okay.
So he
deserved it.
he doesn't get the glory that he truly wanted. However, in the 19th century, when Germany unified, a lot of the German nationalists will kind of resurrect his memory and make him like.
Well,
the
he's the
symbol of
first
Germany.
unifier. You
Yeah,
know, if they listen to him, history is completely different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
Germanicus also will be murdered by his father because he thinks that he's like a rival and trying to take over the empire.
He's scared of his kid.
He's scared of his kid. It's not his real kid. It's his nephew,
Ah, okay.
but he adopted him. You know, it's Romans.
Yeah, Rome shit.
But yeah, that is the Teutoburg Forest Massacre.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to that spot.
It's just woods, I think.
I'm sure you could go. There's probably a plaque.
There's definitely some stuff.
Is it
Yeah.
bad
It's been
taste if like the
excavated.
3 of us went and we like reenacted poses?
We're gonna put antlers on our heads and fucking
Chant.
listen to High Lung.
Yeah. All right, Tom.
All right.
You ready?
We got a game.
Yes.
There's a
So
second game.
run another game. It's called Twisted Timelines. So I thought about this from a TikTok video that I saw. I don't know if you ever seen the videos where they'll talk about things that have happened timeline wise that you'd have no idea that could happen. Things like Cleopatra lived closer to the invention of TikTok than
Yeah.
she did to the invention of the Great Pyramids
Okay,
and things like that. So
that's fun.
So it's like a math game in a way.
Right.
Sort of. So what we're going to do is, which of these 2 scenarios could have happened timeline-wise? Not location-wise or anything
I
else.
think this is my game.
All right.
I'm gonna come back.
I have a good feeling. We'll just let everyone play. Everyone can say which of the two. We won't go back and play. All right.
Do you know the answers to these ones, Brian?
No, I didn't know the dyslexia ones either.
Yeah,
All right.
Sure.
Lies. He's a fibber.
Which of these two scenarios could have happened?
First,
No, which one could have happened?
Could have happened.
Okay.
One of them can't happen timeline-wise. It does not line up.
All right.
The last person executed by firing squad in the U.S. watched Toy Story 3 before being shot. That's the first scenario. Remember, this didn't actually happen. Just timeline-wise, it
What
could have.
could have?
Okay.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, Toy Story
Right.
3
Yes,
came out in
yeah,
2004.
we got it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
All
get
right.
it.
Or the last person executed by guillotine in France watched The Empire Strikes Back. Which of those two, timeline-wise, could have happened?
I have my answer. Do I just shout it out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all three of you.
It's B.
Okay, so you think the last person executed by guillotine
Guillotine.
could have watched The Empire Strikes Back?
Yes, that has happened fairly recently.
I'm going to go the Toy Story.
I was gonna go Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
So last person executed in the United States was by firing squad was 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was recent. I remember hearing about that.
The last person executed by guillotine was 77.
I was right there.
Empire Strikes Back is 80. Well, that's the whole point of the game. Is they're all going to be close, but not actually happen.
I like this.
All right.
Yeah.
This is good.
All right. Grant Wood listened to the Chattanooga Choo Choo while painting American Gothic.
Okay.
All right. Grant Wood painted American
Yeah.
Gothic. Or
At first, I was like, Grant Wood.
yeah,
like
we're not doing dyslexia or anything. No.
No.
Oh, I understood. No,
Yeah.
no. Or Pablo Picasso listened to The Dark Side of the Moon while peacefully passing away. So did Picasso listen to The Dark Side of the Moon, or was American Gothic painted while listening to the Chattanooga Choo Choo?
So close with both of them.
I'm going to go Chattanooga
That's the whole
Choo
point of
Choo.
the game.
Picasso died
Picasso.
in 77.
He
I'm
died.
gonna go Picasso.
Yeah, I'm going Picasso. I don't remember the year Dark Side came out.
73.
I think Picasso.
It was Picasso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Picasso, both were in 73. Yes.
There we go. There you go.
American Gothic was painted in 30, and the Chattanooga Choo Choo wasn't until 40. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Hitler could have eaten a slice of bread while hiding in his bunker, or Mao Zedong choked on a Cool Ranch Dorito.
This is an amazing question.
Cool Ranch.
It's Mao.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch is
Cool
a
Ranch. I
bad.
yeah.
If it was just Dorito, it would have been more difficult.
Well, remember, some of them
'Cause
seem
Cool
really
Ranch-
easy, but it's
Dorito's very old.
the whole purpose is to
Well,
think
when
about
was
these.
sliced bread
Mao
invented?
probably died in the 60s or 70s.
Doritos were around.
Right. And then sliced
But
bread.
Cool Ranch. Sliced
I
bread
think
is
sliced bread is 50s.
sliced bread is newer than we.
I'm gonna.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Mao.
Yeah, it's Mao.
I think Mao too. Yeah.
You're all wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
The sliced bread.
So, bread was 1928. Sliced bread, yeah.
Okay.
And Hitler was 45. Mao Zedong died in 76, and Cool Ranch Doritos was in the 80s.
80s.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I like this.
This is a good game.
All right. Couple more. Marilyn Monroe drank at a Starbucks, or F. Scott Fitzgerald ate at a McDonald's.
Scott's Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm
Well,
thinking.
well, no, yeah, because
Starbucks, no way it existed before the 80s.
it may have. But
It
it's
could
very
have been a
small.
local.
But McDonald's
Sure
was
about
from
that?
like 19 like
the first
10.
the first McDonald's
1915.
Is in the 50s.
is in the 50s. That's like when Roy Kroc finds it. Like
Remember, now
1950.
I'm not
And F.
one
Scott-
way or the other. I'm not giving you the dates, but there was one before Roy Croc's two brothers had.
Well,
it,
the two brothers
Yeah, I'm
had it,
telling
so
you.
which
it
was McDonald's.
But
F.
when did
Scott
that
Fitzgerald
open?
wrote,
Yeah.
of course,
my cousin Vinny.
Obviously, everyone knows
why
that.
can't I think of the name of the fucking book? It's from the 20s. The
Great Gatsby.
The Great
Gatsby.
Gatsby.
Yeah, The Great Gatsby.
Yes. So he's associated with the 1920s. I assume he lived long enough for the fucking
McDonald's.
McDonald's to happen.
I don't know. I think he like, if I'm correct, he died fairly early, and I think his wife Zelda Fitzgerald went nuts. But I could be wrong about that.
But I think McDonald's was around for
I'm
since
gonna
like the 10s.
I'm gonna go Marilyn Monroe.
I'm going to go with Fitzgerald.
I'm going Fitzgerald.
It is Fitzgerald.
Yeah!
Okay.
So Fitzgerald died in 1940, and McDonald's was also in 1940.
1940.
When was Starbucks created?
1971.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just missed it.
Yeah.
It was just
62.
Seattle.
Maryland died 62.
Very close.
Yeah.
That's where I thought he was going, like the first
It
one.
was in Seattle.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 more. The Sacramento Kings celebrated their championship with Yoo-Hoo or
The Sacramento Kings.
Basketball.
basketball.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know they had a championship.
Or the Detroit Lions celebrated their playoff win with blue M&Ms.
What was the Sacramento Kings?
Yoo-Hoo.
Yoo-hoo. And Detroit Lions is
The
Playoff
blue
game,
M&M.
playoff
Blue
win
M&M.
with
Blue
M&M.
M&M.
Oh wait, their playoff win, not their Super Bowl.
They've never had a Super Bowl.
No, well they won NFL championship.
I don't know.
They're
I don't know
NFL
sports, but I know the
playoffs.
blue.
I don't know
NFL
sport years.
playoff, yes, win.
All right, so it's
Hershey's
NFL
been around for a while.
NFL playoff
on.
win or blue M&M.
Blue
Yes.
M&M came out in like 2004.
You're
I rem-
right.
I
You're right.
remember when it
yeah,
happened.
It came out recent.
Yeah.
So it's got to be the other one.
I'm gonna say which is closer. My hunch.
When have the Lions been on the playoffs, Ryan?
The last time
Playoff
the
win.
Playoff win.
Yeah.
The last time the Lions were in the playoffs, I don't remember if they won a wild card game, but they ended up losing
I'm
to
going
the
you.
Lions in the second round.
I'm going you.
Or I said Detroit Lions.
I'm gonna say it's close because I feel like the Kings won like an ABA championship or something. Is it ABA or NBA?
I think it's ABA. Yeah, I
It's
don't think
ABA.
NBA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kings, and I bet it's like right around each other in the 70s.
I'm going to go with Brian with the Yoo-Hoo.
I said Yoo-Hoo already.
All right.
Yeah.
It is Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Kings won in 51. Yoo-Hoo was actually meant in the 20s.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's old.
I thought 70s.
The Lions won in 91. M&M's was 95.
No.
It was in 2000s, yeah.
That was so close.
All right. Billy the Kid drove a Model Ford T, or Wyatt Earp walked across the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh.
Oh, I know. This is Wyatt.
Okay. All right.
Wyatt.
I'm just trying to debate what year the Brooklyn Bridge was built. My hunch says
Thought
Wyatt.
you guys would have a
1880.
Go.
My- I'm gonna say Wyatt too. That was my hunch.
Wyatt lived till the 20s.
I know he was involved with Hollywood and
When
shit.
did the Model T come out?
Like 1905.
05?
probably, something
I
like
think
that.
Billy the Kid might have been around.
He
no,
got
he died
executed.
18.
He died young.
He died young.
Yeah.
He was a young gun.
He was before the Civil War.
No, after. He's like 1880s.
I don't think he died in the 1900s. Yeah, I'm going Brooklyn Bridge.
All right, you guys are right. Pretty close with the dates, actually. Billy the Kid died in 1881. First model car, Ford Model T, was 1908.
Okay, all right.
Wyatt Earp lived till 29, and the Brooklyn Bridge was 1883.
Wow.
All right, last one. General Custer made a phone call
Okay.
where Helen Keller was on Sesame Street.
Water, Helen, water.
She didn't know what the letter of the day was though.
She might have.
They did have a deaf little Muppet one time on Sesame Street, but I don't
Yeah,
think
deaf and
Yeah,
blind
no,
makes
not
it
deaf and
very
blind.
difficult.
Kept running into stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Helen Keller was early 1900s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, miracle worker.
And
So
what
you
was the first
figure-
option?
General Custer
General
made
Custer
a
made
phone call.
Alexander
Well, he
Graham
died
Bell.
Custer died
around
at the
1870.
Little Bighorn, which is like 70, 71-ish.
I'm going Helen. I'm going Helen. Fuck it. Helen.
I'm gonna go Helen because she lived to
Helen,
be an
yeah.
older person.
I'm going to go with Helen as well.
Helen, yeah.
You guys are wrong.
No!
Oh,
General Custer, 1876.
Okay.
For both of those. Helen Keller died in 68, and Sesame Street was 69.
When was the phone?
Oh my god.
1876. Yes,
So
they were both the same year.
close.
Yep.
That was
Wow.
a good one.
Good game.
That's a good game
Love that
for
game.
us. Yeah.
That was great.
yeah, that was
That's-
fun.
yeah, that's
we
a
have
fun
to play
one.
that
If you
game.
want, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
That is
stealing
fun.
it.
That's fun. Yeah.
Do you know that when the pyramids were built, I don't know why this little piece of trivia popped in my head. Just sure. That there were still mammoths living in
Yeah.
like Alaska.
Really?
Yeah. Like on like certain islands in Alaska, mammoths still walk the earth at the time they were building the
That's
pyramids
crazy.
of Giza. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same thing. Like one of the other ones was, I can't remember which where it was, but it was like the T-Rex and the Brontosaurus. One lived 75 million years after the other one was extinct.
Yeah.
Right, and we
Like,
always
not even
associate them
yeah.
together.
I got
No,
one
yeah, it
for
was
you for
like-
that one too. Yeah. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex
I think that's what. Yeah.
is closer to an iPhone than it is to a Stegosaurus.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex lived from 68 to 66 million years ago, 66 million years before the iPhone. But the Stegosaurus lived 155 to 150 million years ago, which is 82 million year time gap.
Yeah, not even close.
So they're
to
closer
each
to
other.
an
Yeah.
iPhone by 20 million years.
If you
Yeah.
believe in that dinosaur bullshit.
If you believe in dinosaur bullshit, yeah. He doesn't believe in dinosaurs.
What a great game.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank
that was
you.
good.
Thank
was
you
a lot of
for
fun.
That
your,
was good.
your
Thank you.
games.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's time for the last order of business, guys.
Oh yeah, we got to do that thing.
Unfortunately, and I don't know if you know this, Steve's pick was taken away from him.
It was?
Yeah.
A listener commented that Steve needs a penalty and
picking-
cannot make the next pick.
Penalty. I've got to have a penalty.
He needs a penalty
Mozart.
because Walt Before Mickey is so shitty.
Walt Before Mickey was a really bad film, and someone listener had to watch it. He got upset
He
that he had to
said
watch
Steve needs a pick taken away from him.
Okay.
Wow.
Good.
it. So I can't
So-
pick.
I like this.
So
Yeah.
you guys have at it.
All right, so I'm gonna do his pick.
Okay.
Apollo 13.
That's what he wanted. Is that what
No.
we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
If you want to do it,
And
it's
then
fine.
and then my second pick is gonna be The Great Escape.
Okay.
Headed for the Great Escape. Headed for the.
So I've never seen The Great Escape before this show.
Okay.
You're fucked up in life.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you ever seen
no.
either of these?
I definitely saw Apollo 13 like when I was a kid in like school.
Okay.
I've never seen The Great Escape. Steve McQueen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen it though.
All right, and what's your pick?
We're going to do the real ass shit. Fucking Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Here we go.
He's been wanting to do that for
Wait,
quite
was there
some
something
time.
else I was supposed to pick? What
Yeah.
was it?
You were supposed to pick Revolution.
Oh, Revolution. I meant Revolution. You were supposed to pick Master and Commander.
He was.
All right, I'm not picking Apollo 13. I'm picking Master and Commander.
How about you just pick? He has Master and Commander. You could switch Apollo 13 since it was my pick and I'm getting punished to whatever the hell.
The
that
Revolution.
was.
Revolution. with
Starring
Al
Al
Pacino.
Pacino, which no one's ever seen.
And guess
no
what?
one has ever even heard of that.
heard of
movie.
it.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Yeah, I'm leading the revolution.
I looked at.
That's the thing about the country.
Tax without representation.
You got a great flag, and you got your head all the way up it.
I looked at some of the screenshots of it. I'm like, this looks like the Patriot. Like it's like shot for
Why
shot.
is there a little Italian man leading fucking Anglo forces?
angry Italian man?
I can't wait to watch this. I know nothing about
Me
that
either.
movie.
Next round, I'm picking Apollo 13, and hopefully one of you get banned from picking.
All right.
Thanks,
But we are
guys.
doing Master Commander.
Master and
Fuck yeah.
So the three picks, just to be clear:
Clear. Yeah.
Revolution,
Yeah.
Great Escape, and
Master
and
Commander because
The Far Side of
he
the World.
wanted to
Yeah.
do this since day one. So I've never seen it. I'm excited.
You're gonna love
Is it
it.
Russell Crowe?
Yes.
Is that,
Yeah.
okay.
it's
Have you seen any of these?
No. Well, no.
You don't really watch many movies, do you?
No, I think I pretty much stick with TV shows, and I kind of just watch the same ones over and over again. So
You like game shows.
no.
That's weird.
You would think, right?
Yeah, no. Pretty much just Breaking Bad, King of Queens, and Buffy. Just watch.
I
in
wish he was like, I
rotation.
fucking hate game shows.
Can't stand them.
Can't stand you.
All right, you got anything you want to plug, Tom?
You can catch me on the All New Sunday Jeff Show on Patreon, TESD, and TESDND.
Yep. TSD Patreon. Find
Thank you for
Tom
joining
there.
us.
Thank you
for having
It was
me.
fun.
Fun episode. All right. You guys want to say your shit?
You're
bye.
shit.
Bye.
Brian, you are shit.
Don't disagree.
Ditto.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Want to give a big thank you to everybody listening to the show and or watching. Please like and subscribe on all social media. Please leave the show a rating and review on Apple iTunes. It helps potential sponsors find the show. Like and subscribe, all that shit. It helps us with the algorithm. Leave a comment. All that shit just gives us boosts, help us get in more people's eyes and ears. You can email the show at reviewinghistorypod@gmail.com. RViewHistoryPod on Twitter.
Website.
Yeah, the website has everything.
merch.
TikTok. Buy some merch. Check it
Buy a
out.
hat. I don't think anybody's bought a
Merch,
hat
huh?
yet.
Yeah, we
What?
got a merch
Merch,
store.
huh?
We got
Yeah.
a
Oh,
merch
you didn't know
store.
we have merch?
No.
Oh, we got a full store. Yeah.
Whoa.
If you want to call
Go check it
full,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's everything you
some
can
stuff.
want. Mugs, everything.
Hats.
Hats,
Shirts,
hoodies, all that
sweaters.
shit. What else? Follow me personally on all social media at Brian Rupert. That's with 2 P's. Follow me on Letterboxd. I rank and review every single movie I watch, even in my personal life, and I have a list ranking all the movies I've done for the show. So thank you all for joining us. We will see you next time. Bye.
I am the P-Man! I am the P-Man!